Now let's look at the world. Hello, YouTubians! Welcome to Splash Page Comics. I'm your host, Mr. White Gloves. I want to welcome everyone out there cordially and properly and in a strange kind of way. And I hope everything has gone well for you this week. Everything has gone pretty good for me this week. The weather's been kind of good, kind of all right. The temperatures, we've been up in the 70s, but we've had wind blowing like crazy today. It just, you go outside and you have to just lean while you walk, because of wind. Boy, I tell you, it was getting it up out there. It was really getting it up out there for a while. Wow. It was something else. And we're still dry. We still need rain. Yeah, we need rain here in Texas bad. We got to have that rain. Got to have that rain. We just ain't got it yet. So I want to look at the chat. William Smallwood. Hello there. Back to you. We got Captain Comics. Ahoy, mates and mermaids. Well, no mermaids here. I don't think. But there's a lot of mates here. We got happy birthday, Captain. All right. It's his birthday again. Happy birthday, Smallwood. Well, everybody's birthday but mine. I guess I only have one a year. Sometimes I don't even remember what my birthday is. But that's another story. But I want to make sure we get a shout out to the Nerdy Collective Show. Robert Galvin. You can check him out on Saturday nights at midnight Central Standard Time. And you got to go check out Jeff at Cantonese Comic Kids on Sundays, the Extreme Nerd Table. Yeah, they're pretty extreme. Yeah. And I've yet to see the table yet, but maybe they can take a picture of the table. I want to see how nerdy it is. Is it like the Knights of the Round Table, but it's shaped like a big N? I don't know. I've got to ask Jeff that question, Extreme Nerd Table. So, well, we got a lot to unpack today. We got the poster of the week coming up. We've got the Spinner Rack Rants. That's coming up. Yep. I'm going to be ranting on some stuff and throwing a little knowledge out there. Maybe I can remember. But poster of the week is going to be pow. I got that right behind me all covered up so no one can see it. And somebody said happy birthday, Mr. White Gloves. Well, thank you. It's not my birthday, but thank you. You can send presents to P.O. Box. No, never mind. But like I said, the poster of the week back there, we'll get started with that. So let's start out and see what the poster of the week is. Let me slide this out of the way. All righty. Right here. The poster of the week is going to be, drum roll, please. That's not a good drum roll. It's going to be King Size Conan, 50 years of Conan at Marvel. Yes, this poster right here was out in December, I think it was 2020. The King Size Conan come out and everything. So that is the poster of the week. Nice poster. It's got Conan in there, and he is just surrounded by everybody's after this dude. Everybody wants a piece of Conan. Tell you what, he has a mighty bloody sword. Looks like he's getting a piece of everybody. So that's the poster of the week. And if you don't know by now, every week we come out, I pull in the archives and I pull out posters. I got a bunch of older ones. We'll get to some of those. I kind of try to mix it up. So I just kind of reach in there and whatever comes out, and that's what we get. Then after I get through showing it and the show's over with, I put them in Mylar bags and I put them back up and they sit there for whenever. So that's the poster of the week. So we're going to be talking old comics for Thursday. Yep. I picked up some old comics Thursday yesterday. Excuse me. And that's what we're going to be showing. Everybody else likes to show off those new comic books you get on Thursday or Wednesday. Well, I show those every once in a while, but most of the time I pick up the older books. That's right. I said the older books. They could be Silver Age. They could be Bronze Age. They could be, I don't really use copper, but Copper Age. But we need to come up with another age now. Nice Hulk 181 in the background. That right there, Captain Comics, is a facsimile. Yeah, I got my other 181. I got my 180, 181, and 182. They're all put up. I do have the original, and you'll probably be seeing them, I don't know, month, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know. But yeah, that's a facsimile copy. All of those three, the 181, the Amazing Spider-Man 101, and the Captain America 117, they're all facsimiles. I don't like showing my old valuable books, out all the time. I keep them, kind of locked up and everything. But we got poster of the week out of the way. Now let's check out some comics. That's right. I said some comics. Let's go some Bronze Age comics. First off, we're going to have Marvel 2-in-1 number 49. Number 49. This right here is a March 1979 book. I told y'all that I was going to be collecting some books. The Marvel 2-in-1, getting into that series. Yep, I sure am. I'm getting into that series. This cover art right here was done by none other than Al Milgrom. And it was penciled by Alan Kupperberg. I'm probably butchering that name. Kupperberg, Kupperberg. That's what did the interior pencils in here. And the inking was done by, I think, Gene Day. Kind of, And we got a little note to this right here. Did y'all know the Thing uses a sonic fishing pole in this book? Yeah, that pole was last seen in FF54. That was a long time ago. FF54. And it was a gift. Yeah, the FF got it gave to him by who's in FF54? Black Panther. That's right. Black Panther. Yep, Black Panther. Black Panther gave them the sonic fishing pole. I got to read it to find out, did he catch a lot of fish? Or, I wonder if the game warden caught him when he was using it. Because, that's got to be illegal to use a sonic fishing pole. And how would you use a sonic fishing pole to defeat an enemy? Because we got Doctor Strange in here too. So, kind of strange thing. But anyway, Black Panther must love fishing. Had a special fishing pole that he gave away. I don't know. I hadn't read it. So we're going to go to the next issue, Marvel 2-in-1 number 50, the big 50 issue right here. The big 50 issue. This one right here, it was a April 1979 book. And it's the 50th issue. And the cover on this is done by George Perez. Yeah, they pulled out some big guns to do the 50th issue. George Perez and Joe Sennett did this cover art right here, which is, let me see, it's pretty cool. How am I going to do this? Let me scoot over. I got all out of whack and everything when I showed my poster of the week. Oh, there. Me and this chair goes round and around. I tell you what. But yeah, pulled out some nice guns here to do this book. And the writer of this book pulled out another gun and everything. This was written by John Byrne. Yep. It was written by John Byrne. It was penciled by John Byrne. And the inking of it was done by Joe Sinnott. Yeah. And what we have? The Thing battles the Thing. And you're probably wondering, how does the Thing battle the Thing? You know, there has to be something weird going on in this book for him to battle himself. Is it a dream? Is it, I guess, maybe a nightmare? Or is he just gone crazy? Don't know. But Dr. Doom, he uses Dr. Doom's time machine to go back to FF number 3 to battle himself. Yeah. And there's something about another dimension or something that's added in there. But this is a time travel book. And, you know, if Doom has a time machine, which Doom's time machine, if he has a time machine, I wonder why he didn't do a lot of messing around more than what he could have done. Was it destroyed? Does he still have it? A lot of questions, you know, that need to be answered out there. Dr. Doom. Could he go back and end up with the Infinity Gauntlet? Could he mess with the space-time continuum? A lot of questions there unanswered. You know, could he go back and bring Kang to the Marvel MCU? You know, things that make you want to go, you know, that's some weird stuff to be looking at. So let's move on. We got Marvel 2-in-1 number 54, The Thing and Deathlock, right here. This cover is done by George Perez and Terry Austin. Another two more big guns. And the pencil on the interiors is done by John Byrne also. Yeah, some John Byrne work on the art. And it's inked by Joe Sinnott. And this Deathlock is a robot. And he ends up, spoiler alert, he ends up getting killed, and he gets killed in this book. It's another Deathlock. But there's an appearance by Quasar in this book. They don't tell you on that. Because, you know, he's battling Deathlock. Why is he up here Thing and Deathlock? Why ain't it the Thing and Quasar? Because, you know, he ends up getting destroyed. But, you know, you would think that the Thing and Quasar would be in here instead of Thing and Deathlock. Is this one of these error books? I don't know. Have to do some looking up on this and find out if it's an error book. So, never know. Let's go back to the chat here. We got Freaky Louie showed up. Hey, dude. How are you doing? If y'all need to go check out Freaky Louie. Seen his last video. Did a good job. Great job. And you need to comment on these people's pages. Comment on my page down here. If you can just put a number in there. Yeah, just a number. You never know. I may pull something out of the vaults and give it away. Never know. You never know about me. So let's do I'm going to tell you the topic of the Spinner House or Spinner Rack Rant. We're not going to go into it right now, but I will release the topic right now and give y'all some time to think about it. It's going to be the banner. Let me see if this has it. The Marvel Comics Group banner up there on top. I miss that banner. You know, I like the old ones that had it below here, below the heads right here. The old that was done back in the Silver Age stuff. But I miss the Marvel Comics Group banner on top. I really do. We're going to discuss a little bit that, and we're going to have a little history behind that, and we'll have a short talk about what went on with that banner in Spinner Rack Rants. So, yep, number 54, Captain, number 54. So we got right here, we got Conan. Yeah, I'm picking up a few more Conan, kind of getting some updates, some issues and such that getting better issues and like I said, such. This cover is a Gil Kane cover. Yeah, a Gil Kane. And Roy Thomas wrote this. Yeah. And we got the inks and the pencils on this book done by John Buscema. It's hard for me to say that word. Well, we got Conan fighting an alligator. He gets bit by a snake and his horse dies and man, he's having a bad day. I mean, your horse dies, you bit by a snake, and you got to fight an alligator all in one day. I mean, if he just ain't a Steve Irwin kind of guy, well, not the horse dying, but the snake and the alligator, you know, if Steve Irwin should have been in this book with him to help him out because he wants those trials and tribulations. Conan rules. Yes, Louis, it sure does. Conan, great. That's the poster of the week back there. So that's what happened with Conan. So we're going to get back. And I pick these up from time to time. Well, more than time to time. When I see them and I ain't got them, I pick them up and I upgrade my issues of it too. Because I just love these books. I love the giant size, the annuals, and such like that. We got right here is June 1975, giant size Conan number 4. A nice looking book right there. It's a Gil Kane cover, and he penciled the inside of the cover. And I think the inker is Frank Springer. Yeah. He's springy. He's a springy kind of dude. I wonder if he bounces around a lot. So sort of like, what was that little, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, well. Anyway, this is a reprint of Conan 7. Yeah, it's a reprint book, but, you know, you got to have them when they're in the numbers, you know, number 4. If you got number 1, 2, and 3, you got to have 4, and you just keep on going. That's me. I'm a run completionist. You know, I complete runs. And the villain in this is the wizard. It's a nice looking cover, you know. It's got him in the crystal ball, and he's got the snake with the wings back there. Him and snakes, he just can't get away from these snakes. I mean, any character that I just wouldn't want to be would be Conan. I don't like snakes and gators and stuff like that. He goes through a hard time and everything. It's kind of, no, not me. No. What do we got here? We got Amazing Spider-Man 173. This is a beautiful, beautiful cover. A lot of good background action. You know, you got fire. You got the woman, help me, you know, over here. And you got the Molten Man and a building's on fire. It's just all sorts of action on there. I love the way they drew him on fire, but they didn't quite draw him like the Human Torch. Like I've seen some other characters that are on fire. You think that could be the Human Torch, you know. But, you know, John Romita did this cover. And the inside is done by Ross Andrew and it's inked by Jim Mooney. Yep, Jim Mooney. And we got the villain, of course, the Molten Man. The Molten Man. Yeah, that's a cool looking character. Now, Molten Man dies in this issue in a building explosion. That's what they lead you to believe. Yeah, they lead you to believe that he dies. But he next appears in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man 63. Yeah. Some people, you can just never get rid of them. Never get rid of them. Let's go back to the chat. We got Boston Chris. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And we got people just chatting back and forth in the chat. And I appreciate y'all guys for showing up. You know, there's nothing like spending a little time with Mr. White Gloves. You know, having a little Mr. White Gloves in your life. Yeah, just a little bit. Don't want too much, you know. Your significant other may get jealous. Yeah, right. Yeah, that probably won't happen. Okay, moving right along here. We got an Incredible Hulk 136. This is a nice looking Bronze Age cover right there. See, that's back when you had Marvel Comics Group, the header under here. It was back under there. So, yeah, it was done in February 1971. Now, this cover, and this guy did tons of Hulk covers back in the day. I mean, they worked this guy fingers to the bone. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't work like Jack Kirby. Almost, you know, because you see him in a lot of books that did cover. And guess what? He even did the interior pencils in this. Yeah. Well, it's a rare thing. What you say? He does the cover and the interior? Well, nowadays, that just don't happen. That just don't happen. It don't happen at all. No, it sure don't. But it did back then because old Sal Buscema did the inks in it. And we got a first appearance of Klaatu and Zeron. Yeah, these two villains were they were from space and they attacked New York City, and the Hulk got involved in it, and they had to get their butt whooped by the Hulk. You know, I think it carries on into the next issue also. So yeah, old green skin Goliath, he didn't he didn't know he was saving the earth, because if he'd have thought about it, he probably would have bounced off and said, puny humans, forget the earth. That's probably why they kicked him off the earth during what was it, World War Hulk, or that's when he come back. But yeah, that's when they took him off the earth and pissed him off. Man, don't want to do that. Yeah, they learned real quick, don't piss off the Hulk. He's pretty mean when he turns green. But yeah, this is a nice book right here. Like I said, it's a first appearance of Klaatu and Zeron. Space villains attack New York City. That's cool. So let's move on to the next. We got Incredible Hulk. 15-cent book. What was that last one? That last one was a 15-cent book. We got another 15-cent book. Kind of going backwards, aren't we? Yep, kind of going backwards. So we got Hulk 143. 143. This right here is a September 1971 book. Yeah. And the cover on this is, you've got to look at this cover. I mean, there's not a lot of covers that I will criticize back in the 70s, but this is not very well drawn. It's just, I don't know if you could see it, but it's just not very well drawn. The book isn't. I mean, it looks, I don't know. Herb Trimpe and Artie Simek. I don't know. I have a tendency to think that Herb might have been sick when this issue was to be drawn and the deadline wasn't met, and they brought in Artie Simek to go in there and touch it up, and it was like the deadline, it was behind or something, and they had to just hurry up and get it out because it just wasn't done good. And that's not a Herb Trimpe kind of thing. But and this is what leads me to that, because Herb Trimpe was doing a lot of the covers and the interiors and stuff like that. Well, the penciling was done by Dick Ayers in this, and the inker was done by John Severin. So that leads me to tell me that he he was pulled too thin, couldn't meet his deadline, and he kind of had an outline, and somebody else had to come in and draw this book and kind of pick up the slack, because it totally different art to have his name on there. I'm thinking he drew the guidelines, and Artie Simek kind of went in and but it just, I don't know. We got Dick Ayers as penciled and John Severin, and the villain in this is Dr. Doom. And if y'all people don't know, this book is the second appearance of Doc Samson. That's right, second appearance of Doc Samson. Yeah. Boston Chris, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Okay. Captain Comics, ahoy, Herd Trimpy Boston. Where's Pink Gloves at? Oh, well, she's not around. She might make an appearance someday, but she kind of ran off with Mr. Blue Gloves, but that's another story. I think I have that. Boston Chris is, what's up, Splash? Firehawk 2069. Well, hello! Big shout out from Mr. White Gloves. Need to add some Herb Trimpe to the collection. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like I said, this book, I just don't know. For this to be the second appearance of Doc Samson, that cover, some of y'all may think, wow, that's a great cover. I just don't, think it's a great cover. Well, I appreciate, we got 6 people in the chat and it's steadily going up. I appreciate y'all guys for coming in. And we got another book here. Fantastic Four 133. 133. And it is an April 1973 book. I love these picture frame, covers that kind of have it, out like that. It's a nice book, but it's kind of one of those stories that kind of, we gotta excuse me, we gotta write a story, but we don't have much to write about. So the cover art is done by John Buscema, and inks on the inside is done by Joe Sennett, and the villain is Thundra. Not a very good story. I mean, it's kind of a Phil story, I guess. Yeah. Seems to me like they had to they were struggling with this story because not much went on and everything. So little problems in April 73 with the Fantastic Four book. But, it happens. The creativity of some of these guys. I mean, you go through what they call writer's block or artist block or, dry spells. And yeah. Okay. I got something to show here, which this rabbit hole, I said I was not going to go down. Yeah, Mr. White Gloves went down a rabbit hole, but I seen this and it was so beautiful. This is the first one of these I got. And I bought it. And after I bought it, I didn't have buyer's remorse because it's a beautiful. It's really beautiful. But I just kept saying, nope, ain't going to do that. It's Marvel Legends series, Moon Knight. Yeah, I seen this and I went ahead and bought it. This is my first Marvel Legends. Most of my stuff is the Marvel Select stuff that I buy, the bigger stuff. But this was beautiful Moon Knight. Beautiful Moon Knight. I mean, just outstanding Moon Knight. And it crazy. I picked this up at the LCS and, it's got the back cover. It's got Moon Knight on it. And, let me see. We got Firehawk. FF always has great covers, but haven't found any good stories in the very few I've read. Yeah, you got to get to the John Byrne stuff and some of the early stuff. It's just the way it is. Then Firehawk says one of the all-time greats. Yeah. But I picked up this Moon Knight. I don't foresee me collecting any more of these. I say that, and tomorrow I'll come home with 8. I mean, I just don't see doing that because these almost cost as much as the big. I'm looking up here at my Marvel Selects. I got them all up here. I don't have room to pack these up in boxes, but as soon as I get my building built, yeah, these will be packed up and taken off the wall. But these just cost almost as much as the Marvel Selects, and that's a little bit more than I want to spend right now on action figures and such. But yeah. Okay, now's the time of the show for the Spinner House Rant. That's right, I said it, Spinner House Rant. So we was talking early in the show about let me see if I can get a book out that has it. Yeah, the Marvel Comics banner on top. I miss that. I really miss that. I wish they'd bring that back. I really do. It really stuck out, and it was really pronounced. And who's going to open? No, I'm not going to open that Moon Knight up. I've never opened any of my action figures. I got all my action figures, even as far back as the 80s, that I've never opened. They're still brand new in the box and put up and such. And I just never opened them. And you watch the card collecting Marvel comic cards are going, as y'all know, they're going through the roof. I'm kind of getting off subject here, but the Marvel comic cards are going through the roof. I'm talking just going crazy. The Marvel 1990 Marvel Series 1 Spider-Man unopened box, I got those. And they're unopened. But they are just going through the roof. So I imagine that what you're going to see when that burns out, there's going to be some people looking for something else. And they're probably going to start going into the older action figures. And the first time Rogue was in an action figure and all this other stuff. And you're going to start seeing that bust open next, because it went from comics because of the movies and cards and movies. And now the action figures is probably next. But to get back on topic, we need to stay on topic. The banner. I like to see this banner back up there on Marvel Comics. I really enjoy that banner. I think I enjoy the way that looks better than the older banner that was down here on bottom, right here. Yeah, right there, if you can see it. I enjoy. This was the time I was picking up the books, and maybe I'm a little what do you call it? Lean to that side, because this was when I was picking up comic books. But the banner is nice. And I was doing some research. Yeah, I was doing some research. And when they switched over from that old little box to the banner, does anybody know about what date that was? It was switched and they went to the banner. As near as I can figure, it was done in 1971 when they went from the old style banner to the big banner that go all the way across. And the series of books that it was done was not. This is, like I said, as near as I can figure. Somebody could probably prove me wrong if they got better ways of looking stuff up. But this book right here, Silver Surfer, number 43. This is a 25-cent book, but it's a double-sized book. It's an August 1971 book. But this book right here, in that month, in August, is when they changed the banner over and went to the one on top. And this was a 10th anniversary of Marvel Comics. And if you go through that month, this month right here in 1971, all across the Marvel comics, the Iron Mans, the Captain America, the Avengers, you will see double-sized books during that month. They put out the 25-cent double size in all these books. It's a 10th anniversary book. And there's a lot of these. I got every one of these except for Kid Colt Outlaw. They put one out also, and I've been looking for one, but I haven't found one. And I can't tell you what number it is off the top of my head. I really can't. But this series of books was when they started using the first Marvel banner on top. Now, this is, like I said, it's a 25-cent double-sided 10th anniversary book. That's when the price was going from 15 cents. The 10th anniversary book come out 25 cents for that month. Then it come back out the next month at 20 cents. They had a price gouge, I'll call it. Yeah, a price gouge. But this is a beautiful book, and it's a Submariner Mindquake, all new and all great. You know, nice little book. Nice little book. But do y'all out there, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they ought to bring back the banner on top? You know, comment below, and let everybody know what you think. If you think the old banner ought to come back, the old Bronze Age Marvel banner ought to come back or not. You know, never know. Let me see. I got one more thing down here. Oh, pick this up. Seen it. I think this will be my third copy, but I just like buying this book. Bring on the Bad Guys. Yep, Bring on the Bad Guys. It's one of those what's it called? Fireside books of the origin of the villains that Stanley put out. It's a nice little book. If you can find them in good shape, pick them up. And this one is in pretty good shape. You know, I still have my original one that I bought way back when, and it's in real nice shape. That Fireside made a series of books. I think Origin of Marvel Comics. They made a Silver Surfer one. They made quite a few. I can't list them all off by hand, remember them. But yeah, they made quite a few of these books that tells the origin of all these villains and such. And, you know, everybody is going crazy over the Mephisto, you know. And my thoughts on that, and my thoughts may be out there in left field because I haven't seen none of the WandaVision. I don't subscribe to Disney Plus. I just don't do it. And I haven't seen, but I've heard people talk and explain the episodes and all that. I just don't think Mephisto's going to be in the show. I think this Friday is going to be the last of the show or series or whatever you call it, episodes. I just don't think Mephisto, he's too big of a character to be on a little sitcom or whatever you want to call it. He's movie making material. I mean, he can be tied in to bring in Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four. Now, what they may be doing is kind of giving a little bit to go. I think they're going to go the Fantastic Four, and they're going to save Mephisto for the Silver Surfer. Yeah, but Silver Surfer 3 has just gone crazy. I think it's over speculated right now. The book, I think it's going to be years out until this happens, and people are kind of jumping the gun. And I don't know if it's artificially inflated, but you know, I don't know. Oh, Boston Chris said he thinks it was Kid Colt 200. It could have been. It really could have been. I haven't looked it up. All I know is I need that one book to have the whole complete 10th anniversary. But I think it's been inflated, and you know, for people that sell the books, great. They're selling them at a great price. The people that don't have the book and are buying the books, it sucks. It sucks to be them because they're having to buy these books at an inflated price. And my advice to you is sit back and wait, because these books are going to go down, and you don't need to buy anything in a height. And when it first come out and speculated, it'll start dropping back down. And I've seen these books do this even back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. You know, the 90s. Oh, the books that come out, the special covers, the full covers, the shiny covers, the die cut covers, all these covers that come out. Marvel was putting them out every time you turn around. Ooh, first die cut cover. Ooh, double cover hologram, and all this, the shiny copper cover. Ooh, the silver cover, the gold cover, the bronze cover, the see-through cover. Ooh, you got the animation cells in the back of the book, the bagged edition. All these books went burp. Then they went burp. And you can start finding them in dollar bins now. Everybody got burnt out on that. That's what caused me to leave Marvel in the 1990s as far as the new stuff. I went back and started collecting Silver Age in the 90s. And it was still rather cheap to get some of the decent Silver Age books in the 90s. People they were all wrapped up in this pizzazz. And Marvel was putting out there that they just kind of ignored the older stuff. The serious collectors went back and, they were picking it up. But there was lots of Silver Age and Bronze Age books out there to snag up real cheap. And that's where I got a lot of mine. Yeah, I got a lot of mine in the 90s. And I didn't miss a thing. Then I went back later on and I could pick up these 90 books before they went up. I was paying dollar prices, 50-cent prices for books that was going for $6, $7 and everything. So I made out like a bandit during those years. And then we had auctions on here in the, 2016, 17. I was picking them up in auctions, big, huge boxes of them, auctions on YouTube. And I was randomly given I think it was one huge box I got sent to me, media mail, which it didn't come in damaged. I don't know why. I mean, comic gods were smiling on me. I think I was paying 40 cents a book. I think some of them 32 cents a book. And I was getting stacks of them to get my run a little further, fill in the holes. I mean, it was wow, they just wanted to get rid of them. And now you kind of see the 90s starting to creep back and people going to look at them. And I don't know. I'm more of a wait around and see kind of guy. And over the years, it's worked out for me and paid off. I mean, it really has. Because, of course, I don't sell any of my books. So a lot of these books that are $4, $5, $6, $7, $800, I paid a quarter, 35, 40, 50 cents for. That was cover price, and my profit margin is just crazy. So I can turn around and wait this out, even though if they do drop, my profit margin is still up there. So hopefully in another 40 years, well, I won't be around, but in another 40 years, I mean, there's no telling what these books that, like I said, I pick up for 25, 30, 35, 40 cents back in the days, off the newsstand or the spinner rack over here. Is that the right side? But, yeah. But anyway, that is that. And I want to shout out everybody again. Boston Chris, Firehawk, Captain Comics. We got, if I scroll, I'm going to lose the screen. So I'll have to go back in the comment section. Oh, Freaky Louie. We had somebody, William Smallwood. Hey guys, I appreciate y'all all showing up and spread the word. And hey, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Whoa. Don't leave yet. Spread the word that Mr. White Gloves is back. If you get a chance and you're somewhere, hey, you need to go check out Mr. White Gloves. Give that thumbs up. Hit that notification. That's really important. Y'all help me out here. I'm trying to get this started all back and get back in the groove. It's been over about a year and 3 months, and I'm trying to, get back in the groove. And I try my best to give you quality entertainment. I really do. Yeah, I'm kind of out there from time to time. Just ask Captain Comics. Yeah, he's out there too. And y'all go out and check out these guys. Check out Captain Comics. Boston Chris puts out his hauls, what all that he's doing. So check out Boston Chris. He's a good guy. And Captain Comics, Firehawk. I mean, yeah, y'all get out there. Nice book, Mr. White Gloves. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So, but yeah, my live shows aren't that long. And hey, guess what? I did get my computer back. It crashed, and I had to send it off to a computer geek, and he worked on it. And now I'm installing a bunch of my programs. I went from Windows 8 to Windows 10, and I got a couple of programs. I've been searching all over the house for the disk. I don't know where they went, but I got to install them back on my workhorse computer. And we're going to try to get this other show on Saturday nights up and going. I know I've been promising you it's going to come up. It's going to be good going, but I'm not going to promise you no more. I'll put it out there when I get it. So I get them programs back up. Went in there today and it wanted to update, or not update. It wanted me to, a blue screen come up and told me to click all this to set up my computers on Windows 10. So I went in there. Then it asked for a Microsoft password, not a password, login, and you put in your email. Then it says, what's your password? So I type in the password 3 times, and it says, all right, you can click an email, and it'll email you a number you can use. But I couldn't get off the blue screen to get the email. It wouldn't click. I had to just Control-Alt-Delete and get back out. So in 3 days, it's going to pop back up there again. I said, it's ridiculous. You know, it wouldn't let me off that screen to go into the internet to check my email to get the number that they send me, the passcode. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. Man, this technology is getting to be something else, man. You know, us old farts in the wind, we disappear, and technology's still going to be working its way around. Yeah. So, but anyway, spread the word. Spread the word. You never know what's going to happen on this channel. So with that, I'm going to say farewell to all. Thank you for joining me. And hang on, got to get ready over here. Because like I said, this is all new to me and everything. And Mr. White Gloves, I'm out of here. Appreciate it, guys.